If your hard surface model feel off, like something's missing, even when the modeling looks fine, this is probably why. Most beginners don't lack skill, they lack the right skills. So, in this video, I'm going to show you 5 essential skills you need to develop if you're serious about hard surface modeling. The ones that actually make your design look confident, intentional, and studio ready. Because once you understand these, your work doesn't just look better, it starts getting attention. So the first skill is learning a software to sketch your ideas and edit your renders. Now, I know most of you are just opening Blender and jump straight into modeling, following those tutorials. And yeah, that's fine in the beginning. But that's also where you get stuck. Because you're not really designing anything, you're just recreating. If you actually want to build your own concepts, you need something where you can quickly sketch ideas, test proportion, just get a rough version before you start modeling. And I'm talking to people who want to design their own stuff. If you're just copying, then honestly, this isn't important for you. But from what I've seen, most artists work in studios, they sketch first. Not because they are insane at drawing, just to get clarity, like what I'm even building. Does the proportion make sense? How does this connect? It saves a lot of time before you even touch a cube. For softwares, you don't need anything crazy. Adobe Photoshop or Kitra both work. Photoshop is a bit more powerful if you also want to edit your final render. But honestly, either one is fine. Just learn the basics. That alone will help way more than jumping straight into 3D every time. Next, and this is probably the most important skill in my opinion, visual breakdown. If you look at any reference, sci-fi, military tank, anything mechanical, you should be able to break it down into simple shapes. Like, your brain should automatically start simplifying it. I do this all the time, even when I'm outside. I see some random mechanical object and I start redesigning in my head. Like, okay, that wheel is just a cylinder. There is a cube on the top, maybe another block connecting it. Nothing complex, just basic shapes. And then you start noticing more. There's a chamfer here, and extrusion here, maybe a cut. You're basically identifying the operation before you even open Blender. That's the goal. Because if you can already see the shape in your head, modeling becomes way easier. Now, how do you actually improve the skill? It's simple. 2 things. First, get comfortable with your software. Blender, plasticity, fusion, doesn't matter. You need to understand exactly what tools you have. Extrude, bevel, boolean. So when you see a shape, you already know how to build it. Second, start modeling real stuff. Nothing crazy. And even something like a sharpener. Because when you do that, your brain starts connecting. Okay, this shape, I know how to build this. And that's how you train your thinking. That's it, nothing complicated. Try this for like 2 weeks and you'll see a huge difference. And yeah, you can thank me later in the comments. Now the next 3 skills. These are more for working with studios or clients. Because you don't want to build a skill that just sit in your folder and never get used. So the first one is usability. Let's forget everything you made before. Start fresh. Ask yourself 2 simple questions. What I'm building and what it's supposed to do. Let's say you're designing a gun, either for a studio or even sell it on marketplace. Now suddenly things matter more. Can someone actually hold it? Is the grip size correct? Is the trigger reachable? Does the scale even make sense? This is where most beginners mess up. They focus too much on how it looks and completely ignore if it actually works. That's the big problem. So, what you do instead is find real references. Look up dimension of similar weapons or gun or whatever you're modeling. Understand the size, spacing, and proportions. Then block it out based on that. Once you have that foundation, everything becomes easier. You're not guessing anymore. You're building with clarity. Because at the end of the day, your model should be usable, not just something that looks cool and sit in your folder. You got me? Alright. The fourth skill is high poly to low poly. And honestly, this one used to frustrate me a lot because I'd spend hours making a real good designs. Everything looks clean, detailed, and then I realize I can't actually use this anyway. Like, now what? And that's where the next problem starts. Because in game development, people don't need your raw high poly model. They need something optimized. So this is where high poly to low poly comes in. Basically, you take all the detail from the high poly and bake it into a low poly version using normal maps. So visually, it looks detailed, but the geometry is much lighter. And yeah, there are a lot of tools for this now, even free ones. You don't need anything crazy, just understand the process. Because if someone hires you, this is expected. It's not optional. You can have the best design, but if you can make it usable in a game pipeline, it limits your value. So yeah, it's one of the skills you can't really avoid. And the final skill is making your model game ready. There is actually a lot of that goes into this. I even made a full video on it. If you want to go deeper, especially if you're planning to sell assets, just check that out. Link will be in the description. But here, I'll keep it simple. First, keep your UVs clean. It doesn't matter if you're using a smart UV project or manually marking seams and unwrapping your model by yourself. It does not matter what method you use, just make sure that your UV is not overlapping. Because when you start baking the normal maps, that's where the things get painful. Next, your textures. You want everything baked down properly. Your material, your decals, all should be end up as a clean, simple texture maps. And I'm not going to lie, this part was a big struggle for me. I spent a lot of time figuring out how to bake procedural materials and setting up map, and that alone was already a pain. But decals, even worse. I ended up in a situation where I had my material maps and my decal maps, everything separated. I'm like, okay, how do I turn all of this into a single texture I can actually export? Because that's what game engine needs. I tried to look for tools, even paid ones. Nothing really solved it properly. So yeah, that's where I end up building my own tools. It's called MatricX Bake. It basically takes your materials and your decal bakes and combine everything into a clean texture, ready for export. It does need something like decal machine or any method where you already have your decal map baked. But once you've done that, you can get a game ready texture in a few minutes. I built it for myself at first, but I figured out it could help other artists dealing with the same problem. So yeah, if that's something you struggle with, link in the description. And that's pretty much the 5 essential skills that helped me a lot and improve the quality of my work. Don't just copy tutorial, use them to understand and then build your own stuff. If this helped, drop a like and let me know in the comments which skills you think is the most important. See you in the next one.